The Daily Purge. How you doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Let me get this shared around. As you know, I like to share this around in my pages and my stories so that everyone can take advantage of it. If you're so inclined, please share this. If you're watching the replay, share it. If you want to tag some friends, bring it on in. You know, the things that I talk about every day are the things that happen to me every day. The things that I discuss are the things that other people discuss with me, or things that I do that I think are normal or not special turn out to be sometimes not normal and not special. Or sorry, not normal and special. So I'll talk today about something that I discussed today in Clubhouse and Breakfast with Champions. And it was, how do successful people make decisions? And everyone was given their spiel and what they did and, why they did it and how they did it and stuff. And I just told my part, and my part was apparently, I don't know, impactful because I got a lot of messages afterwards. And of course, this is all in context. When I say something, it isn't just at that very moment. For instance, what I was saying was the way that I make a decision, right, is intuition, impact, and outcome. So I use my intuition. I follow my intuition. I stick to my intuition. I try not to second guess it. And then once I say, okay, I want to do this, make this decision, what's the impact going to be? What's the impact going to be on the people around me? What's the impact going to be if I'm traveling somewhere? What's the impact going to be on my personal life? All these kind of things. And of course, the outcome. What's the outcome going to look like? Is it going to get me revenue? Is it going to get me new contacts? Is it going to get me new friends? What's the impact going to be, or the outcome going to be? And this is of course understanding that if you understand how to follow your intuition, then yeah, it's a process you can use. But if you don't know what intuition is, then that's difficult. Intuition is that intangible feeling you have right before you have a thought, right? So what I like to say is, if you have a thought like, oh man, that could be this, or that could be that, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, then you think, okay, what was the feeling I had before I had the thought? And you got to go inside and say, what was that feeling I had before I had that thought? And that feeling will be either positive or unsure. If it's unsure, it's not going to work, right? It's the wrong decision. If it's sure, if it's positive, then that's the decision you go with. And then, like I've said before, if I'm driving down the road and my intuition tells me to turn left, I'm going to turn left. I don't even know why. I just turn left, right, or whatever. I'm walking down the street, change sides of the street because my intuition tells me to. That's how I train it, right? Evening, Tony. How you doing, brother? And so when I'm out there making a decision, let's say, for instance, Peru, right? So Lane and I were talking, we got to go to Peru. Or no, better yet, we're going to 40 Years of Zen from Dave Asprey. Can't wait. It's going to be amazing. And for me, it was like, okay, what do I want out of this? Like, what's the intuition telling me? You got to go, Stephen. Intuition is like, you got to go. What's the impact going to be? The impact's going to be that I'm going to be taking 40 years of Zen in 5 days, right? 40 years of Zen in 5 days. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. 40 Years of Zen. It's amazing. So the impact's going to be, and morning, Israel. How you doing, brother? So the impact is going to be quite simple. I'm going to be changed. I'm going to have a rewired brain. I'm going to be more effective, less conflict in myself, and more productivity, right? And more creative, and more loving, and more aware, right? So that's the impact. And the outcome is going to be better at work, better in relationships, better with my kids, better with me, better management of my thoughts. And so, isn't that a decision I want to make? What else comes into play? Right? So the impact part, who's going to be impacted by me being away for that long, going to Seattle, right? Who's going to be impacted? My family's going to be impacted. My business is going to be impacted. Do I have a plan A, B, or C for those? Yes, I do, right? Family's taken care of, business is taken care of, and so on and so forth. So that's the decision-making process that I use. It's real simple. It takes 5 minutes, right? Remind me to tell you about the game I play, Activating My Intuition. Karen, yes, please do. I'd love to hear that. Write me a message right after this. That'd be great. And so you see, that's me. That's how I make a decision. It's a 5-minute thing. I don't have to go into processes and procedures, because the longer you think about something, the more reasons you're going to have not to do it, or to do it differently than your intuition told you to do it. You ever heard that in billiards when you're playing pool? You think long, you think wrong. I knew that when I was a kid. I never knew what it meant until later. I'm like, holy shit, that really works. That really works. So very simple process. Use your intuition. What's the impact and what's the outcome? Is it good? Does it feel right? Is the impact taken care of? Yes, then onward, upward. You're going to whatever you're going to through that decision-making process. And it's very relatively quick. So it's a depth of intuition, major versus minor. Matthew, sort of. If you want to look at like for me, it's like, what is my intuition telling me? Like, dude, that's a cool idea, but not right now. And like, okay, well, not right now. Or it's like, oh my God, you got to do this. I don't think about it, because if I think about it, like, I got to do this. Well, I can't, because I have that appointment. And then if I do this, like, I can't go to America. I was just there. Because this year I'm going from the 12th to the 30th to January in America, 4 cities in 20 days. And then I'm going to Peru in March. Right after that, we're going to 40 years of Zen. Right. So I fit January in America, February here, half of March in America, April here. Then I'm going to Peru again in May as well. So I'm like, wow, I could have said I can't be gone that long, but discussing it and looking at the impact, and the impact on my life and the impact on everyone else's lives and the business and everything, and then the outcome of what's going to be better, what's going to be the outcome of the entire process. Well, it's undeniably positive. So I got to do it, right? It's that simple. It's really that simple. But if you don't know FOB Rush in July, I don't know what that is. FOB Rush, I don't know what that is. I haven't planned that far yet. I'm going to Operation Restored Warrior from the 20th to 24th of January, and I know I'm doing that. But if you don't know how to if you don't know how to listen to your intuition, you really got to practice on that. And it's something that's going to lead you in a whole different path of clarity, of success, of ease of making decisions, and ease of life, that if you will, that you're going to find out that, man, when I listen to my intuition, I'm always right. I mean, your intuition is the only real truth in the end. Your intuition tells you everything. We just don't listen to it too often. There's a lot of processes and procedures how you can do that. There's a lot of books out there. Look it up. You know, I don't have a specific book. I do, but it's a 36-hour ebook. It's not only intuition; it's about the entire process of just of who you are as a human being, how to dictate your own reality, and this kind of stuff. So, if you want to know what that book is, PM me and I'll DM me and I'll send it to you. Yeah. All right. Well, man, that's about it for today. I think I'm done. That's my Texan accent there, just in case you're wondering. But rocking and rolling. Hope you're having a fantastic one. If you have any questions, share it, tag it, whatever you want to do. I'd love to hear from you guys. Episode 752. It's pretty crazy that I think about it. I love doing this. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're listening. And any feedback that you have, let me know. You ever want me to talk about something specific, let me know. Sound good? Sound good. All right, buddy. Have a fantastic one. Remember, it's all about quality of life. See you next time. Texas and all. Thank you, Matthew.